Welcome back. I have been doing some work here, as you have seen in the past episodes that have been just music, just montages of some work being done. We picked up some allays. I don't know if they're helpful. I mean, they can be. They can also be a hindrance. I think if you can use them right, they're great. But they can, it's hard to put them away. But they will follow you. Like if you have items in their hands, they will follow. They're pretty good at finding their way around. So I try to store them with empty hands. And for the most part, they might just wander away. I definitely lost some while clearing this area out. I don't know how they died or if they died. Some drowned, I think, would get caught in the water. I don't know if any got exploded, but they're kind of neat. They'd probably be better in the desert, just in an open space. I hadn't picked them up in time to use them to collect the sand for the TNT. Speaking of TNT, it was interesting to use. Again, I don't know. It was fun. We used about half a stack. Some of these I ended up disabling, like this one. Or this whole row, actually, because this was the first area to clear out. And TNT will only drop, I think it's 77 blocks, if I'm remembering correctly, from what I read. So you can see here I've removed repeaters in various locations, so this isn't a complete accurate. Let's find one that hasn't been disabled. Oh, it says 33 as well. 33. Oh, that's empty. Oh, that's empty as well. Maybe we used a whole stack in some of these. Or no, these might have been ones I just emptied. Yep. Because of the geode below us, so some of the dispensers I ended up just trying to disable so we weren't wasting TNT. Took me a while to figure out which ones to get rid of. Spent a lot of time just, yeah, it looks like about half a stack. I spent a lot of time between blasts re-establishing the water. So the water would flow in, this would get broken, blown up, so I'd rebuild it. But some of the TNT was landing directly on it, so it was a bit... Took me a while to smarten up, figure out how to do that. The rest of this I've been digging up by hand, and I basically brought it down to where bedrock used to be. It's quite quick with a pick, especially around this stuff. It would have been hard to blow up without blowing it up. But once we get into this stuff, we might want to blow up again. I'm not sure yet. I don't know how close we are to bedrock down here. It looks like we're getting pretty close. Can I have some space? Still a ways, maybe? There it is. So that's what? About 15? 15 blocks? Plus another 10, maybe? To this area? This was essentially the limit of where the TNT could fall and then was just exploding in the air. So if we wanted to use TNT any further, we'd have to lower this thing, which I don't think we'll do. In terms of the grand scheme, I think what I would like to do, so these are our tunnels that go along the outside, and they kind of go through all of our beacons. So this is one corner of the village. Above us is that golem. And this goes all the way around. This is the side of the village. This tunnel isn't done yet, but same idea. This is the opposite corner from where we just were. So I think ideally I would like to dig out everything on the inside of the walls, as I was saying, I think in a previous episode. So in this area, it's kind of like from here to here. It hasn't been dug out. And then down. Like this whole area's been dug out. And then the wall's there. So it feels like we've done nearly half. At least down to the old bedrock. And then this area would require more. So I'm not sure what to do. I think I might just dig out as much as I can by hand. And then once we get low enough, we can switch over to TNT. And dig out the stuff you can't insta-mine. Stone we can insta-mine, but this stuff, deep slate, is quite slow. So I don't think we'd want to dig that out. But now that we've kind of dug out all of our existing structures, it's a little bit easier to just get some recklessness with TNT. And if we're dropping TNT below all of our tunnels, we don't have to worry about them so much. And we just have to worry about protecting some geodes that we find. And maybe some spawners. There's one down there. In order to dig things out, I made some picks. In my carelessness, I let them break. So 2 of them I would like to start off by remaking them. I'll grab some books. Maybe more than that. Maybe it's time we let these villagers out and hope they live. If you survive, it's on you. Can't protect you anymore. I'll give you some wooden doors. They might be keen to stick around. So we will need a mending. We will need an unbreaking. We will take a pick. Actually, oh no. I would like a second pick, sir. Could you refresh? Where's your workstation anyway? Anyway, come back to you. Who else do we need? You. Combat's room, I do believe, is here. And there's a cow that has moved in and seems to be a permanent resident. Yep. I do want your book. 2 of you, in fact. Let's go back and get another mending and unbreaking. And this is going to be a lot harder to find you now. Wish I could name you. Well, I do believe I have some actually over here. Yes. 2 picks. 2 picks, 2 books. Oh, and Silk Touch, which I think I already have. Keyword think. No, they're there. And let's head to the end to do some repairs and replace some picks. I hope, yeah, the previous episodes were... Sorry, that's really loud, in my ears at least. Yeah, I hope the montage episodes are okay. I may do them from time to time. I can't always speak, so it is a way that I can record without having to use my voice. And still, like, show progress and bring you along for the builds and things. Okay, your ears should be protected. So back on the Olympus server a long time ago, I made 7 dwarfs to use as picks. Now I just broke 2 of them. I still have Doc in my hand. Happy, sleepy, bashful, sneezy. So who did we break? We broke Dopey. And I don't know the next one. Angry? Is that one of them? What's the other one? I'll have to look it up again. But let's do some repairs. Grumpy. I think it's Grumpy. So I don't know the best way of doing like book combinations. I've been doing them mostly so I have them in order. Silk Touch, Efficiency, Unbreaking, and Mending. So I put Silk Touch and Efficiency together. And then, what did I say? Unbreaking and Mending. And then I add them to the pick. Alright, they have been restored. So these are the 7 dwarfs of the Disney variety, if familiar or not. Alright, well, that's that. Back we go. Here in allay, taking damage somewhere. Who's dying? Oh, right there. That was not... Are they able to survive indefinitely? There you go. You want to go up? know they regenerate. I don't know if they regenerate faster than they take damage. I don't know exactly where we were. But I don't see them. Well, he's free. Or they are free. Alright, since we have new doors, I don't think I had this many doors when we first made this village. Just oak. So let's give everybody their own door. Nope. Sure. You may have this door. I like that one. What's this? Jungle? Okay. You can have... that one. Birch. Wither. Wither, you're gonna get a warp door. Why? Why not? Alright, I guess you're free too. Okay, so hopefully everyone will live. I'm gonna keep that one locked up though. Our paper one. That's where I'm getting all my emeralds from. Because he doesn't have to restock. You can just endlessly trade. But yeah, well, don't have much planned for this. It's more just kind of a recap of everything that we've been doing silently. Our allays, we still have some in here. Might switch out those doors for warp doors as well. Just to give them the blue. Don't leave. So these ones will be our ones. As long as we have one in here, we can reproduce them. So I would like to bring a batch out to the desert. But not right now. Our next step will be... There he is. Removing this stuff. Removing our TNT contraption. We can also reclaim the TNT we didn't use. And it's hard to explain. Well, it's not that hard to explain, but hello. What I would like to do eventually is start to carve out the walls. And I think I'll be able to do that from the walls. I would like to do it similar to how I did it, or started to do it over at the tower. Yeah, a bit like this, I guess. Kind of overhung, so there shouldn't be any ledges, like there's still torches, but this was the idea of giving it like an undercut. Could probably, hopefully, this is a bit irregular. Doesn't look all that natural. But something kind of like this. No, I don't think I got very far. Yeah, we started to. Yeah, like this I liked with the water coming down. The idea was no mobs would spawn because there is no ledge for them to spawn on. That was maybe half done. I don't know. This way? It was not that way. Maybe this way? I'm resisting using F3. If I follow the edge of the jungle, I will find my way home. I think. Eventually. Alright, here we go. That's familiar. And we're back. I don't know if I showed this yet, but I did go to the end and I made some maps. Some of these this one I'd already partially explored. And then there's some maps in the down here where I was going to end cities. And I went ahead and put down banners every time I saw an end city. So the black banners indicate the portals to get back. Green ones indicate end cities that have been completely cleared of shulkers and everything. Purple ones are ones I haven't yet cleared. But I did go around, like any of the purple ones that had a boat. I did go into the boat and grab the elytra and killed a couple of the shulkers. In terms of like starting a shulker farm, it looks like this one would be a good candidate. Or the one in the south there, if we just wanted to bridge across the void and bring them across with a rail. Otherwise we could use one of the portals, one that's near a portal. But yeah. Anyway, I would like to keep expanding this map the same way we have the big one of our area. As for our caretaker duties, I have not checked this in a while. It is most definitely starting to back up. Now I wonder something. Let's check something in a minute. Let's go. Not get distracted. Is this one backed up as well? It is. It should be starting to overflow down here. Not sure what to do with this stuff. I mean, we don't need a lot of candles. We can use it on the copper if we have a big copper build. Once we turn it into this stuff, we can't uncraft it though, so for now I might just leave it. We can always add more chests below that chest for storage. So I talked about wanting to kind of have underground access everywhere. I was wondering where we might be able to come up into the bee place. Well, this might be... okay, yeah, it's in this space. Good to know. Maybe we'll put that right there so we remember where it is. But maybe once we've cleared out this side, this is where we are, by the way, just over here. Once we've cleared this out, you know, we can add in additional like accesses. So I think what we will try to do is use my old template here for our catwalks. Could be a bat. Let's just walk away from the problem. Yeah, we have chains and things now. Maybe we could look at using. Sure, there's different block types, but yeah, I might try to get this catwalk going in more places once it's all opened up. Not sure here. Might just open this up a little bit. Essentially just treat all the walls and give them that like cut-in look. Though that will be a lot of work, so I don't know how long that will take or when it might happen. Oh, hello bee. I have no idea how you got here, but hello. Alright, so we put in this hopper a while ago to see if any items would make their way down here. Looks like they have not. With now having elytra, it'll be neat to be able to fly more down in this area. And I can adjust this. So most of my... yeah, it doesn't... the way this used to work is that there was a tripwire, I think, and then a fence post, and then it used to do a different type of item elevator. And it used to... I think it used to have to use a piston, too, to push items into... I don't know. Item elevators have changed a lot. Current one's very simple, with just a bubble elevator. And it used to trigger these lights, so every time an item would go up, the lights would trigger. I would like to get that working again. And there's an item, or a pressure plate we could tap into with some redstone. So most of the redstone here, I don't even know what it was doing, other than what I just described, but not specifically. So most of it's kind of broken. So we could change it. We could move it. The actual, like it goes up into that storage room and then it has to relocate. But maybe it can't, because there's other redstone in the way. I'm not sure. And then as for these slime farms, I'm not sure what to do. I kind of just exposed everything, just to give us an idea of what we're dealing with. And might end up having to put blocks back, but... because some of this stuff I wouldn't mind encasing in stone. This is just, as I was chiseling out this wall, I kind of played around with it a bit. That same look over there that we have at the tower. So we could have certain things, I mean, I could even add in some stone again that are hanging down from the roof. Big stalactite that's holding up these structures so they're not just floating. Or we could add in some structures of our own, like man-made structures, or to resemble that. Huge logs or beams or something that are used to support these structures. Our old farms. I would like to try to keep everything intact, I think. In terms of, even though this stuff isn't used anymore, to leave it here. Either repurposed or just as a relic. And work around it. I have kind of officially run out of shulker boxes. I have some in my ender chest that I'm using, but I don't have any spare ones for storage anymore. So I keep expanding down our storage of dirt, our storage of stone, and our storage of cobblestone. I currently have this one separated just so I could fill it from below, but it looks like I'm pretty much caught up. So this is all the stone we got from digging this place out. I don't believe we got everything from exploding. We collected far less doing it that way, but it was more fun. And having the allays pick everything up was kind of nice. It meant I didn't have to hunt for things. But yeah, we did collect significantly less compared to what I would collect just by doing it by hand. But I think I will say farewell for today. Thanks for joining. Thanks for hanging out. And yeah, I don't know what we're going to get up to next. I might continue to pick away at digging whenever I feel like it. But that's can only be so exciting to watch. Alright, take care everyone. Bye-bye.